This is a great question. Here are 4 ways that I know of you can cast onto a Sentro circular knitting machine, and each have its place because it depends on your project. So let's talk about the cast on. First off is what I call the standard cast on. This is where you go over and under each needle one time around. That's your standard cast on, and then you start cranking out your rows. This is great if you want to cinch down the edges of your project for like making a beanie hat or a cinched ear warmer. Next, you have the waste yarn cast on. This is where you're using a similar weight yarn, but in a contrasting color, because the waste yarn will not be part of your project at the end. Waste yarn is really good if you want to close your tube flat. It also works really well if you want to have very even stitches, because the end of your project tends to roll, and the first few rows, the tension is a lot looser. So this waste yarn takes up that tension. But I use this mostly for when I want to close the tube flat. It works really well. There's a second step you can do to the waste yarn cast on, and that's using a ravel cord. So you use your waste yarn, crank out 5 or 6 rows, then you do 1 row. I do it in a completely different color just to make sure I know the difference between what row yarn is what, and then I do my project yarn. Once you have those live stitches secured, this ravel cord you can pull out and you can remove the waste yarn really easy. I'll show that when we talk about the cast off, because I'll do it for the cast off as well and show you how the ravel cord works in just a minute. But here I am now putting on my project yarn. Lastly, we have the E-loop or E-wrap cast on. This is where you just take project yarn and you're looping it around each of the needles, kind of like an upside down cursive E. And this I like to use for a stretchy edge. This works really well if you're wanting to create a single layer beanie hat with a stretchy edge brim. Also, some have said they use this for making like a tube top. If they're going to use the circular knitting machine in the tube mode, they crank out their tube and they use this for their edge, and it's stretchy enough for the top of their tube top. So next, let's talk about the cast off, because they're usually very similar to your cast on, and I'll give some examples of the projects. So to cast off, the first way is the standard cast off, which is pretty much just like the standard cast on. We're taking our darning needle and removing the project from the machine with the tail end of our project yarn. And again, this is going to make a cinched effect, just like the standard cast on. Great for making double layer beanie hats, because you can stitch the top and the bottom together at the top. Or if you want to make a single layer beanie hat, you can cinch the top, but then you get a rolled brim at the bottom if you just knot that tail end so it doesn't fall off. And it makes a little bit of a stretch, which is very nice. I prefer doing the E cast on for the bottom here, and then the standard cast off for a stretchy edge. You can also cast off using circular knitting needles. This is really great if you do have some experience with hand knitting. You can then bind off that way with knit stitches, or do a edging by hand knitting. So you make the bulk of your project using your knitting machine and then just finish it off by hand knitting, so it makes the project go quicker. You can also just use the knitting needles to hold those live stitches, and you can create a cord like this using canooking, crochet hook. You can also do a drop stitch braid. Then you have the waste yarn cast off, which again is just like the waste yarn cast on. You're using a similar weight but in a contrasting color just to hold those live stitches. Makes it really easy to remove it from your project. But the reason why I like this is you will see you're able to flatten your tube really easily with a crochet hook by slip stitching. And that waste yarn shows you exactly where your project yarn starts. So it makes it really easy to do that. You'll also see how the project kind of curls at the end. The waste yarn takes up that curl, so you don't have to worry about that. You can also crochet the edge in the round or knit in the round, and then you can remove the waste yarn once those live stitches are secured in some way. If you don't secure them and remove the waste yarn, then the row will drop. So you don't want to do that, because or else the project will completely unravel. So you have to secure it somehow. You can also do this in the round, where you have 2 ends of your tubes, and we're going to slip stitch them all the way around, making like an infinity scarf. Again, that waste yarn just takes up that slack, and you can also really easily see where your edges are and slip stitch them together. Lastly, we have the ravel cord cast off. Again, this is just adding 1 row of a different color and then your waste yarn, because once you secure your stitches, you can just remove the ravel cord and the waste yarn will fall off. So here's the example of that. My project yarn stitches are secured, remove the ravel cord, and now the waste yarn comes right off. So I know all that information was really quick. I'm going to put this in my playlist of Sentro Knitting Machine Beginners 101. Click on that below and it'll take you step by step through all of these methods and projects on how to use them. Thank you so much for the question and for watching, and happy crafting, everybody.